I knew she was a loser. I knew she was a loser. Broad daylight. I knew she was a loser. Guy. Jerry. Yes.
The Regional Fugitive Task Force, they was the main ones looking for Diddy the whole time. So if Diddy ever thought that this was going to come back on him, this is karma, because you should have never did this to Kim Porter. You should have never did this to Kid Cudi. And you should have never did this to Tupac. Regardless of what happened, as soon as Cassie put that lawsuit out there and you settled the next day, this is where they put you on the chopping block. So it's over with for Diddy now. He cooked. The feds found the same prescription that Michael Jackson took up in Diddy's safe once they went in the master bedroom. This is something that is going to come down on Diddy. Diddy know that. He should have never tampered or messed with these people. Diddy tried to go in there and clean up the evidence before they even came in there. This is why he left 10 minutes early before they even pulled up to the mansion residence.
Well, absolutely, because the mindset from Pdiddy is he can buy his way out of anything and manipulate his way out of anything. Meanwhile, if you look back in a month ago when Rodney, Little Rod, Jones filed a lawsuit accusing Pdiddy of leading a widespread and dangerous criminal trafficking organization, among other allegations, is what brought around a final stamp of approval to potentially get these warrants. You got to realize all of this stuff started surfacing back in November when Cassie initially filed her lawsuit, and how quickly the chain of events have rolled forward. But that just means they were already researching and investigating this, because Homeland Security, they can't just walk in, but they top everybody. They have to have their T's crossed, their I's dotted, the X's on the line, and nothing can be out of place, because if they misstep, it's a mistrial from the beginning, and that's a lot of wasted time and investigation.
They got the VHS tapes that Kim Porter, she was on. They got all the VHS tapes that had Kim Porter on them. So this is something that's going to be a big break in the whole case. As soon as Cassie filed those lawsuits, he settled immediately. Pdiddy said that Cassie settled for that much money. He need to get at least $20 million up out of him. This is why Pdiddy told them exactly where to go to do the raid at. I want to know, do Diddy think that this is going to just blow all over? No. Diddy put himself in a messed up situation to the point where his kids had to be standing outside in handcuffs by the Homeland Security. The feds, they know for a fact that they're going to eventually get Diddy. They know what happened to Tupac. They know that Pdiddy told them exactly the direct location to go to in order to get Diddy. And this is why Diddy was like, how did they even find out where he at?
Well, you can only imagine the evidence that's on those tapes. Kim Porter was a part of Pdiddy's life for a very, very long time. I mean, they had a family together, literally. At the end of the day, she knew everything. And if she was a smart woman like we believe, she definitely kept record of everything. Cassie turned in that evidence, and it really started rolling the stone. Then you've got Young Miami, who's accused of bringing him the... They're trying to bluff that out, but we all know you can edit a picture and put a new time date stamp on it. So are we just covering tracks? Do we really don't think that this is going to blend back into the allegations? Diddy created himself a world of problems, and where he manipulated and controlled people, they're flipping on him now.
Now we know that Diddy was involved in all these trafficking investigations. Everybody know that this been going on for about 2 years. If we really sit back, we can really understand and really look at the humiliation that Diddy just went through. Diddy deserves to get however much time that holds. He shouldn't have never did this. This is why Suge Knight is arrested. Suge Knight ain't getting out no time soon. Suge Knight did something to somebody who didn't even do nothing to him. He just had words with him. Snoop Dogg didn't even want to be under the label of Death Row when Suge Knight was running it. This is why he kept Dr. Dre close to him. Everybody sat back and thought that 50 Cent was going to be the main one who basically come out earlier and tell them what really happened with Cassie. 50 Cent told everybody that Jermaine Jakes was the main one who was inside of P. Diddy parties when the manager threw it. Like, regardless of what's going on, They got the cars, the license plate, they got the VIN number, everything from every car that was out there. They released the body cam footage of his associate getting taken in.
This particular associate was said to also be his drug mule. At the end of the day, he's sitting here and twisting these situations to where he doesn't have blame or fault. This is why the manager was instructed to throw the parties, because he's able to remove fault from the situation of his own. The manager, though, where do you draw the line? Where do you say that's not my responsibility and role as your manager? My manager responsibilities are to get your name out there and produce your music, not throw your parties. So even though P. Diddy was the mastermind behind this and the manager took action, they're both equally guilty by association.
Mike Tyson said that P. Diddy had TD Jakes to commence in a few of the freak-offs that happened like about 3 weeks ago. Who's to say that Mike Tyson ain't tell P. Diddy, I'm not coming to your parties no more. And we still know what you did to Tupac. We know the $1 million that you put out there. Keefe D, he can vouch for it. Keefe D is locked up right now, still facing trial. He trying to get out. Keefe D didn't know that. He didn't know that he was going to go down the road to the point where he was going to be locked up at the age of 65, almost 70 years old. TD Jakes, he reflected on everything that Diddy did. He sat there and told Diddy, man, Diddy, you need to stop having all these unexpected people pop up at your house. This is what made the feds even get on their bumper, because as soon as they kept pulling up through that gate, they had to type in a code before they even get in. And then if they ain't had no invitation, they either got an email or P. Diddy already texted them and told them to come to the party. This is why Stevie J said that 50 Cent, they can have a one-on-one. Diddy bogus for what he did to Kim Porter, Al B. Sure, Tupac, and Cassie. We know that the warrants has not been unsealed yet, but they are still trying to figure out why does he still have his passport. Diddy, he wants to lead the country. He's still denying all allegations. He feels that his manager was the one who was throwing the party. So if his manager was throwing the parties, his manager should be locked up, not him or his security.
Well,
He paid Keefe D $1 million. Why would you even put that money out there on Tupac when Tupac only did good for people? Diddy don't understand the fact of the trauma that he caused on all these people. And there was so many people involved in this. It was a lot of people set in place. They gave out half the money to these set of people over here to the left, and these people to the right, they got the other remainder dollars. Everybody know for a fact that Tupac, Kim Porter, Cassie, Kid Cudi, and Al B. Sure, they wanted Diddy to actually stop what he was doing and stop having freak-offs and doing these things that really could lead back to people happen to file lawsuits after the NDA end, just like they did. So this is something that Diddy didn't think that was going to come back on him, but it came back on him double. At the end of the day, we know that Diddy, he should have never told Dr. Dre what he told him. He told him that 50 Cent didn't like coming to the parties because TD Jakes used to be all in his face trying to basically have him commence in certain things. I want everybody to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for updates.